let's do good money decisions. MDMA, not cocaine.
This was recorded at the Media Joint.
That is so rogue.
Boy, that's a bit rogue.
Is it even that rogue?
Welcome back to another episode of A Bit Rogue. Today's episode, we are back to a solo ep. Gosh, the episodes fly by, don't they? Anyway, came here to say MDMA is back, but in the form of microdosing. I went to a Hens on the weekend, and I thought...
What a headline. Jeepers.
Well, I just was thinking, how can I incorporate this? I just thought, cut to the chase. Went to a Hens, and I thought, there's no cocaine, which is fine. Like, I don't need that. But usually if it's a Hens or a Bucks...
No, I don't need that.
I don't need it. But, like, you usually see it at a Hens or a wedding, right? If you're going to see it anywhere. And there wasn't any. And I was like, that's kind of surprising, but not really, because this is a tame group of girls, until I realised they were all on MDMA. And they're microdosing it. Like, they're sprinkling just, like, the tiniest bit in their drink, which makes sense because, it's $20 between, like, fucking 6 of them. And then you don't have to keep going to the bathroom, look like an animal. You're not doing any weird shit with your face. You're not spending $300 is the main thing. So...
How much does MDMA cost?
$20, I'm pretty sure. I could be extremely wrong. And okay, let's say between $20 and $50.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon? I would say $20.
I don't know. I asked you.
Well, I'm asking you.
I've got no idea.
I've never bought MDMA.
Well, I've never bought it.
I'm an observer. Anyway, so I thought, that's great. Let's do good money decisions. MDMA, not cocaine. What else I would have been up to? Well, I found out the guy that I liked ghosted a girl in Europe, and I just think it's so funny. Like, I always find out everything. Like, this guy met a girl in Lisbon, and then they must have met up in another country or something. How it got back to me, like, a friend of a friend of a friend was at a barbecue with this girl back in Sydney, and she was supposedly carrying on saying this guy ghosted me. Anyway, I approached him about it, saying, like, don't do that, because you shouldn't ghost someone. It's fucking weird. Should I have said something to him? Probably not. Did it anyway. What else has happened? Banks and I went to Uluru. Nothing to report back there other than the fact that it was just like a bucket list thing. Highly recommend the Outback Lodge. That's where we stayed. There's a pub there. Only bottle shop in the little town was there too. Loved it. But yeah, it was literally just a bucket list thing. So that's why we went. And Halloween... Spooky season. I had 2 options. I had Luke McChesney, who was the last episode. He's the king of Halloween. But I also had Imogen Anthony, who's the queen of Halloween. And I was just so buggered by the end of October that I actually just didn't do anything. I got home, was meant to take my child trick-or-treating. I think I took him down the opposite street, and that was about it. It couldn't be fucked. Big month for me, Joel. We went camping, went to Uluru. I went to the Hunter with my friends.
First world problems.
Big month. However, moving on, Infy moment of the week. It's not for everyone, Joel. So I know women have red flags, ick lists, whatever, but I never really think about men having red flags. Like,
you mean like if I was to have a red flag?
Yeah, like, I feel like you say, oh, that's an ick, but you're not going to jot it down in your notes, right?
No, but I would definitely have red flags.
Really?
Yeah, not every guy would.
Clocked in your brain?
Nah. Like, just when you see, like, red flag.
When you see it, you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's how I assume
that'd be like what guys call it, daddy issues.
Daddy issues, okay. Well, this guy literally had a red flags list for girls, and I'm going to read them out to you because I actually don't think they're that bad. This is not a red flag to me. This is an ick, but when they grab their nose when they jump in the water, I actually feel like a lot of people do that. It's an ick. Yeah, I think it's an ick. When they put a photo up at Toddy's, I mean, whole of the eastern suburbs.
Yeah.
When they order mockers, I actually back that. Like, why don't you just say when they order matches? Like,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with a mocker. Like, why is that a red flag?
Maybe if you're from Melbourne.
Yeah, I guess. Or if you like, you don't want a girl having too much sugar. We don't need no high cholesterol up in here.
No, it's just coffee snobbery.
Scared of needles. That's not a red flag. Why?
No.
Apologies for not being a junkie.
Yeah, that'll be like, being scared of heights.
I'm scared of fucking needles. Like, don't come at
Yeah,
me
I
with
can
that.
tell. Daddy issues.
Can't swallow big pills. See, these are not red
Yeah,
flags.
nothing's
This
wrong
is
with
an
that.
ick.
Not everyone can swallow big pills.
I can.
I can't.
Can't you?
No.
You're lying.
No.
Do you have to halve the Panadol?
No, I can do Panadol. Sometimes I can't be asked to go through it all, and I just chew it.
No, you don't. Oh my God, that's why you're not doing MDMA. You're not chewing MDMA. Oh my God. Use as a bookmark to read lines. I have ADHD, so it's actually quite productive for me. Not that I do it, but if I did do it, it'd probably benefit me. That's again
Can you
not a red
read?
flag. Yeah, there's a
Oh.
Kindle.
Does that have pictures?
Depends what the book is. Freak. Anyway. I was going to say something rude, but I won't. When they believe in crystals. What's to believe in crystals?
That's
Collect
red,
crystals?
That's red flag.
Why is it a red flag? Because I've got 3 of them, which I don't think's many. That's quite minimal for someone.
For me, like the woo-woo crystally
You just
stuff.
hate woo-woo full stop.
Yep.
God
It-
bless you, Sue.
It screams hard work.
Okay. So if a girl came to your house and saged it, what would you do?
Oh, just let her carry on with her nonsense until she left.
That literally happened to me. Saged his house, and I think he just was like, this bitch is fucked.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I didn't care. I'm not sitting at having dinner at your house and there's a fucking ghost choking me at the same time. Absolutely not. I think it's quite nice. It's a polite thing to do to someone's house. It means you actually...
Is it?
Yeah, it's quite nice. You have to hold your arm up for however long. I don't think you could hold your arm up for that long. When they try and use Google Maps manually rather than just click and go. I've never seen someone do that, but I'd like to see that. And I don't think that's a red flag. I reckon that's full adventurous.
No, adventurous would be no map. But
True.
yeah, that's... Do you, when you look at a map, like you're looking at Google Maps, do you always keep north, or do you, like, spin it?
I don't spin it. I let it automatically do it.
No, like if
Oh,
you're
like
looking
say I'm
at
looking
your
at my phone. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
turn my phone around. Especially in the city.
Yeah, red flag.
Am I walking up Castlereagh or down Castlereagh? You know? Speaking of no maps, I did not know that red P-platers weren't allowed to use Apple CarPlay. Because I invited my girlfriend to lunch yesterday and she's like, can't come, don't know how to get to DY.
See, that's it's a red flag. Like, she can't just figure out a solution to that. But 2,
I think they can use a navman.
yeah, that's
Which is
stupid.
so dumb.
Like,
Why can you use a navman but not CarPlay? That's
like
safer.
CarPlay, you should be allowed to use.
Yeah. But
Like, 'cause it's no
Rose Bay
different
to
to
DY
using-
is a big drive.
No, it's not. But it's also no different to just like using your radio or changing your air conditioning. Some would argue it's safer because it will tell you where, turn.
I personally think it's safer. So whoever wrote those rules, I'd love to
You know that,
have a chat.
like pilots, like they, part of their training, they have to be able to use mobile devices while they're operating.
Why?
Like, 'cause for their navigations and stuff as well, or like checklists, or I don't know. But a mate who's a pilot, he's like, yeah, we were doing a flight down Sydney Harbour in a helicopter, and he was flying it, and he's like, oh, this would be cool, I'll get a photo, and he just like rips his phone out while he's flying the chopper and starts doing like a selfie video and stuff with us all in the chopper, and he's like, oh, bit low, and we're like, that's wild that you're like allowed to do that. And we're not allowed to do it while
On the
we're
road.
driving. And he's like, yeah, no, we're obviously
Trained.
not getting trained to take selfie videos, but you know what I mean?
I must have bloody tinea. My palms are itchy. All day yesterday and today. It's so itchy. It keeps going.
It's all the sage, probably.
Yeah, the Sage. That was about a month ago, so yeah, maybe that's why he doesn't talk to me no more. Anyway, when they drive forward into reverse parallel, I think that's skilled because I could never drive forward into a reverse park, like a parallel park. I don't know if it's a red flag. These are all icks. They like pineapple on pizza. That's an ick. Talking during movies. Okay, to be fair,
That's because
I got to ask questions.
yeah, you can't sit in silence.
When they believe in crystals. He did that twice. Idiot.
Yeah, no, but I think that's doubling down because of how stupid it is.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Anyway, it's not for everyone. I think it's a red flag that he had a red flag list.
That I would agree with that. If a guy's written down
He's written them down.
Yeah. If it's like a PSA type exercise so people know that.
No one asked for that. He just did it.
Yeah, nah, red flag.
All right, on to the crash out of the week. I've got two. One's not really a crash out. It's more just some goss. The first one I have is, so you know Molly May, Tommy Fury's partner, they were both on Love Island. They're from the UK. She has a docuseries on Prime, maybe, Stan, one of them. The first season I didn't really watch, but I saw a lot of snippets on TikTok. And then the second season has come out, and there is a scene where her daughter is in the bath. Now, obviously, like, it's the back of her, like, you don't see any of her privates or anything. But it's the fact that she's allowed a camera crew, like a full crew, to be around her naked daughter and allowed her daughter to think that's normal. Do you not think that that's fucked?
Wait, explain that again. It was the daughter that was in the bath.
Yeah, she's like 2 or 3, and the camera crew is all there. Like, you don't see anything, but the crew is all there. That's like me sitting here naked odd. And you're just cutting it from my chest up, but you can still see me.
I think it's different if it's like family video type scenario.
It's not a family video. It's a documentary.
I know. Yeah, they're putting it out on the internet.
It's like the fact that there's like a guy holding the lighting and sound. There's a chick maybe on the camera. There's a guy here. Like, unless she comes out and says full female camera crew, but was it
even crucial to part of the story, or?
No, it's just like, because it's a documentary. It's like about their day to day. Anyway, there's people blowing up on TikTok about that. Fair enough. It's not appropriate.
No, it's not appropriate. But like, if that's what people are blowing up about, then things are probably pretty good.
Fair enough. And then the next one is the internet blowing up over Elodie Pullen. I like Elodie. She's really cool, really fun. But for months...
Who's that?
Elodie. Queensland Elodie.
No.
Her ex-partner passed away maybe 5 years ago? 4 years ago?
No.
Anyway.
Any other...
Chloe Fisher's bestie?
Oh, maybe.
Darling Shine podcast?
Maybe.
Anywho, Daily Telegraph have literally been on her case, I'd say the last 6 months, since this one particular guy has like kind of been hanging around. They took one line of her on her podcast or on a Mamma Mia podcast saying that, you know, she's not opposed to dating, but she's going to take things slow because she's got to think about her daughter first and da-da-da. Anyway, it's always the over 50s that have a lot to say. Anyway, this time, this chick must follow the guy. She's screenshot his story recently. So they all had Fisher's 40th. There was a blackout event, like no phones, because there was like Martin Garrix there. There was famous surfers there. Like he had, I think, 3 surf comps. Like his wife, Chloe, organised the whole birthday. I have a few friends over there. It looked so much fun. But someone has screenshot Elodie's fling, let's say, or partner. I don't know what you want to call him. Screenshot his story of them sharing a little kiss, and Daily Telegraph, oh no, it wasn't Daily Telegraph, I think it's news.com, have just plastered it everywhere. It's like a really private thing.
Poor bugger.
Yeah. But she did actually tag him on her story. However, it was like a group thing. However, that is tea. Good for her, Joel. 5 years without a boo. R.I.P. Chumpy. But I think 5 years is
play
fair
on.
Enough.
Play on.
Yeah, play on. I say that. Rule of the week. So, surprise, surprise, a man came up to me the other week to give me his number. And
You say it like it happens all the time.
no, he literally came up to my table and was like, I'm not letting you leave until I get your number. And I was like,
he
okay,
harassed
stay
you.
boo. Yeah, into that. Anyway,
But you're not
pops
doing
was-
ghost choking you.
Normally, I would say get the fuck away from me, but I was definitely ovulating, so I was like, yeah, you can have my number. My friend was like, oh, he definitely owns this place. We were at St. Ciandra in Mossman. He did not own it. But I was like, how can I, like, he was like, my name's oh. I'm going to put that in. Anyway, he was like, this is my name, and then you won't be able to find me on socials or anything. And that weekend I had just been to a birthday party, not a birthday party, we just went for drinks at the pavilion. My girlfriend was like, if you want to know someone's full name, put their number into Pay ID and it'll come up with their full name. So I did that. I got his middle name, full government name, put it in LinkedIn, his bartender, serial bartender of the last decade. And shamelessly, that is a bit of an ick for me. Sorry. He was 30 years old, according to his
Yeah, no,
LinkedIn.
that's also fair play. That's Nick.
Yeah.
Red flag on the stalking skills of your mate, though.
Fuck no. It's 2025. Got to be woke out there. Got to be onto it. Eyes open. One eye open. You know? Anyway, I thought that's actually a great rule. Because even if someone calls you and you don't know the number, you just look it up.
No, that's true. I've not done Pay ID before, but like, would they get a notification that you've added them?
All it is just to make sure you're transferring to the right person.
Yeah, interesting.
If you accidentally transfer $2, then that might be a bit embarrassing because they're like, why did this person just send me money and $2?
Cheap route.
Well, speaking of a cheap route, this is my second rule of the week. Don't fuck your friends. So, unfortunately for me, I have a friend that I've been friends with for like 2 years. I reckon this year we've gotten a little bit closer because we both initially lived in DY and then both moved to Narrabeen.
Sleeping with each other is about as close as you can get.
You can't get any closer than that when you're on the inside. Oh, that's terrible. Oh,
That's terrible,
whatever.
Muriel.
Anyway, so yeah, we've always been like friends because he moved from like outer area. And I'm always a friend, you know. If you need someone, I'll be there. I'd say, not to give it away, but I'd say like one of my only industry friends. Like I'd happily go to an event or something with them, and I'm just gonna tell you who it is. So I slept with. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying don't do that is because I had fun. I was like, whatever, I could do that again. Full dropped off. Like, doesn't want to bar of me.
Head noise gets weird.
Yeah. Won't talk to me. Won't even like come past mine to like, you know, I'm talking like I was seeing this person once a week, if that, going to events. I've posted this person on my fucking Instagram before. Like, they're a friend. Anyway, don't sleep with your friends. It's just
No, they're all co-workers.
Yeah, don't shoot where you eat.
I
Honestly,
was trying to think of that saying, yeah.
I don't have an issue with it. I think they must be anxious or something. I don't know.
Well, whenever it goes wrong, it's just like no, sorry, I'm not going to say whenever it goes wrong. But in that scenario...
Wait, excuse me. Are you resting the microphone on your belly?
Maybe.
Oh my God. Little fatty.
The listeners will be able to hear when I can laugh.
Oh. Anyway,
No.
go on.
I think in that particular situation, it's a lack of maturity.
I think it's an immature thing too. Fuck it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. Why are you being weird about it?
Yeah. Did you communicate effectively beforehand that...
Not really. So this is how it played out. This is how it played out. We went to the pub one night. It was late. Like, and mind you, this person like would come use my shower when their shower wasn't working. Like, It was
That was
purely mates.
Nah, that was weird.
Anyway, we went to the pub one night, and then I live like walking distance from the pub, but I was like, oh, can you just give me a lift home? Like, it was dark. Girls shouldn't walk home in the dark. I was like, just drive me down the road. Anyway, we're in the car like laughing, and he kisses me, and I'm like, I said to him, I go, is that weird? And he's like, no, it's not weird. And I was like, kind of is, but like, whatever. Anyway, I went out for my friend's birthday. I got back home. They were close by to mine. We ended up going back to another friend's house, was partying, and then I don't know how it happened. We ended up back at his place. Everything went down from there. But then we did it again the next day.
Not everything by the sounds of it. Something went up.
Yeah. But yeah, full, like, I wouldn't say ghost, but like definitely he's either gotten the ick or...
Maybe you're bad in the sack.
I don't reckon. I don't reckon. Call someone right now and ask them. Anyway, yeah, just...
Go and do it.
I don't have my phone. I'd call you know who, and he would back me. Probably wouldn't answer. Call me back after the camera's off. Have the shits that I'm calling him during work hours. But I don't think he would say I was bad rude. And I know that guy didn't think I was, because we did a couple rounds, maybe 5.
Holy.
Yeah, so I was like, why are you... I think it's an anxiety thing. Truly.
Have you reached out?
Yeah, kind of, but he's being dry as a bone.
Well, after 5 goes, no wonder.
Yeah, but it was like a week ago. Get over it. 2 weeks ago. Get the fuck over it. Be an adult.
Yeah.
Why not do it again? It was fun. Anyway, listener rogue moments. I did ask someone to send a voice note, but I actually don't have my phone, so...
Do you want to go get it?
No, can't be fucked. I don't know if I've told this. This is my own rogue story, and I actually don't know if I've already said it on the show before, and like, apologies if I have, but I just feel like you have one ex that's like a standout, like, not they got away, but like could go back to them if I wanted kind of vibe. And believe it or not, outside of my most recent ex, all my boyfriends, awesome. No bad blood, would hang out with them today. Anyway, one of them was out at the Stain, and we saw, he kind of brushed me, and I was really rattled because like, he was my mate. Like, what do you mean you're gonna brush me? So I went into the bathroom, and I've gone into one cubicle, my girlfriends have gone into another cubicle, and I'm going, Keely. I just messaged him because she was like, don't message him, you're being weird. And I hear another girl join the conversation going, oh, what are you guys talking about? And it was a voice I didn't recognize. I open the cubicle door, and it's his new girlfriend.
You have told this story before.
Yeah, that's full gonna haunt me. Anyway, that's a fucking... For those who didn't know that story, there you go. You've heard it again.
Have you got something else you can put in instead?
Yeah, I guess. It's not really a rogue story, but my friend... I don't know what's going on with my guy group, but they're really into prostitutes at the moment.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And I don't mean like escort prostitutes, not like brothel vibes. And one was in Vegas, and he was like sending a video of them together. Like, he's clothed and she's fully naked, and she's gotten his name tattooed across her ribs. Coincidence, though. And then the next one, he ended up putting her on his close friends. This is at Sydney. She was staying at the Crown. She must have been from Melbourne or something. And she puts up a story of him, like the back of him. I can recognize him. She posts it at like 8 p.m. The next morning, I don't know if he's stayed or what's to go. She comes out. Like, this is on her public Instagram. And she's like I'd say like a porn star influencer in that scene. And so this was on a Friday night. The Saturday morning, she wakes up and she makes a story being like, Happy Sunday. Say it back. Say it back. And it wasn't even Sunday. So it's just like, this is fucked. Anyway, it's just rogue full stop that the boys are going through their escort era. Like, they don't need it.
Yeah, it's not an era. That's not a thing that happens.
Okay, it's not a thing that it's just happening. It's the current trend of
Your
the
circle.
boys in the eastern suburbs. Yes. But they don't need it. Like, you don't understand how many girls just carry on behind them. Anyway.
What do you mean carry on behind them?
Just like would be happy to go to dinner with them for a free feed, like free Margaret dinner. You know, they'd have a girl like that. I remember one of the boys last year just brought a girl to my birthday. It was like a 10-person birthday on a boat. And she was just happy to come because it was a cool girl's birthday.
Whose birthday was it?
It was mine.
Oh, right. No, that's weird. I still can't get over how much the like sugar daddy vibes stuff actually happens.
Oh, yeah. It's like a legitimate thing.
And then getting the escorts is just like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Is it though? Or what's worse?
Same. I personally think that it's all the same. Like, I believe that doing exclusive content, sugar daddy stuff, escorting, going on free trips, that's all under like the sex work category. People think that because
Agreed.
they're on OnlyFans that they're like safe by a wall, safe by the internet, but it's not. You're in the sex work industry.
Yeah.
And like, I think it is a little bit frustrating when you see people like go on a reality show and then go straight into OnlyFans, because it's like, you don't understand that you're not just selling your bikini photos or lingerie, because you will be tempted to be tipped to do private content. You are entering the sex work industry without knowing it, without having like the psychological like strength to be in it, 'cause it's hardcore. Anyway, life advice. If you're thinking about moving into the sex work industry, just send me a DM and I'll coach you out of it. No bad vibes for it. I'm just saying, like, I just don't think some women are mentally fit enough.
She wants to see a sample of your content to see if you can make
Send
it.
samples. Anyway, on to Mother Knows Best. Hi, my gym will not let me exit my contract. I cannot put the contract into someone else's name. I have no excuse other than I can't be fucked. What's a believable and plausible lie that I can tell them to cancel? Well, you can't say sickness or illness because they'll probably ask for a doctor's certificate. Personally, and you can't even throw someone else under the bus because you'll have to put a name forward. God.
This is why I think those like virtual digital cards are good for like, there's these platforms now.
Oh, the Class Pass.
No, where you get like, essentially you create a new bank card for all your, so like Netflix you'd have one and Spotify would have a different one and then the gym would have another one. And so like all your subscriptions and stuff have their own card, and then when you're done, you just cancel that particular card.
Yeah.
Like you still got access to all your bank account, but then they just can't get you.
Well, God forbid you want to cancel the Daily Telegraph. You've got to fucking phone them up between
Really?
business hours if you want to cancel.
Who actually signs up to the Daily Telegraph?
Me, I've done it twice now.
Okay, boomer.
What would I say? I would probably just call them and say, listen, like, I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with the facilities. There's too many men. Or if you're a guy, there's too many girls. Don't like the dress code.
You know what they're going to say to that?
Fuck, I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably
Unlucky.
not the right person to be asking. Yeah. Like, in a perfect world, I'd probably just say, oh, I had gonorrhea and I had to get the needle in my bum and now my bum hurts and I can't da-da-da. But then they'd probably ask to see a doctor's certificate. So I'm not sure what you could say. Personally, I would just call the bank and say, I don't consent to this coming out of my account. Cancel my card.
Yeah. Just cancel your card, get a new one.
Yeah. Hey Skye, I don't know if I'm looking for advice or venting, but I've been having some hot girl fun over the last 3 months and now I have an STI. I have probably slept with 4 guys, but one of them I actually like. What do I do? Because I'm pretty sure he's not sleeping with anyone else. Just ghost him. I don't condone ghosting, but just ghost him. Send the text, the government text saying that you've slept with someone with an STI. Ghost him. Or do a hectic gut cleanse on him. Like only give him whole foods and just flush that shit out naturally. But I'm pretty sure, pending what the STI is, if it's just chlamydia, amoxicillin will do the trick. And I know that the natural equivalent to amoxicillin is a gut cleanse. So maybe you could just give him a gut cleanse. I don't know. Chuck some ginger in there with some flax seeds. I'm not a doctor though, so that probably won't work. You probably just have to ghost him. But get someone to inform him. Maybe even your doctor. What's the website called that you send someone an STI? Send a non-STI text. Let them know.org.au. Send them a text. That's probably what I would do.
Great advice.
Anyway.
The place to come.
Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to A Bit Rogue, where we uncover the stories of athletes, artists, and celebrities with their most rogue moments. Episodes dropping every Wednesday.